Today is March 16, 2026. I woke up from the sound of drones. That was a little unexpected, because usually Russians launch their drone and missile attacks deep in the night, around 3 or 4 in the morning. That moment when people sleep the deepest. Why? Because not everywhere the air alerts are loud enough to wake you up. In my area, for example, they are not as well. Most of the time I don't wake up from the alarm. I wake up from explosions. And when the explosions already begin, going to a shelter is often impossible. By that moment it's already too late. So their purpose is very simple: to kill as many civilians as possible while they sleep, to leave them no chance to survive, to create chaos, to break people mentally, to make us suffer even more. That's why attacks usually happen in the deepest part of the night. And when you go to sleep, you already know what kind of night it will be. A peaceful one, or the one where your city is burning. You never really know if tomorrow morning will come for you. Because of this, many Ukrainians have quietly changed their night habits. We sleep in clothes now, often in good one, not because we plan to go somewhere in the night, but because we simply don't want to be rescued or taken dead from the debris, half naked. It may sound strange to people outside the war, but for us it is something honest and practical. This morning a Shahed drone was buzzing right around my house. That sound is very specific, like a giant mechanical mosquito circling above your head. Air defense was trying to shoot it down for a long time. Usually when that happened, I immediately jump out of bed, take my cat, and go sit in the corridor, the safest place in the apartment. But not today. Today, something inside me reacted differently. Honestly, my first thought was, finally. I just pulled the blanket over myself and closed my eyes, listening to that buzzing in the sky. For a moment, I even caught myself hoping it would end everything. Not because I want to die, but because sometimes living like this becomes unbelievably heavy. Did I give up? No. A little later, I was already sitting on my balcony, in the sun, writing notes about this day and working like always. Life continues. It always does. But the truth is, I'm tired. Sometimes I feel like I have lived hundreds of years already. I have seen too much for my age. Not normal life, war. I know what occupation means. I know how it feels when you suddenly lose your home and cannot return to it again. I know how seconds can decide everything. How a missile can change your entire life in one moment. I survived missiles that flew directly over my head. Pieces of them fell in the exact place where I have been standing, just seconds later. Sometimes I think about those seconds. How thin the line is between life and death. How random survival can be. Sometimes I feel like I have already witnessed too many things that a human being should never see. And some days I feel simply too tired to see tomorrow. Of course, I fight these thoughts. Every day I try to force myself to notice small good things. The warmth of the sun, a quiet morning, coffee on the balcony, my cat sleeping next to me. During this war, that became my personal mission, to still see life where war tries to erase it. But living like this for 4 years without real breaks changes something inside you. And sometimes you start asking a very simple question. Why? Why should I wake up tomorrow? Sometimes the answer is clear. To see my country free again. To see people celebrating peace in the streets. To see soldiers finally returning home. And maybe, just maybe, one day to see my native city Stakhanov again under the blue and yellow flag. But some days the feeling is different. Some days I feel empty, completely exhausted, like a person who has already lived too long. Too many memories, too many losses, too many nights listening to the sky. And on days like this, I understand something very simple. War doesn't only destroy cities. It slowly ages the people who survive it.